Thank you, Rich. And Kimberly, feel free to correct me if I mispronounce that last name. Kimberly Kaiton.
Yay! Thank you, Toby. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kimberly Kaiton, and I am running for District 5 seat in the school board. I'm running because I believe I can make a difference. I think it's time for a fresh and relevant perspective, and my background is unique. Not only have I been a volunteer and a substitute teacher in the classrooms for the last 10 years in public, private, and charter schools, but I came from the business world. I have a business degree and I spent 15 years as a national sales manager and a director of human resources. I think communication has been lacking, and I believe that my national sales management experience will come into play. Having to manage people across the country, communication is of the utmost importance. As we're in these difficult times of restructuring and making these decisions that do impact jobs, my human resources experience, I think, comes in very handy. I'm a fiscal conservative. I'm the daughter of a CPA, married to a CPA. So we have always been very responsible financially, and I think we could use some of that. I'm getting the sign already. I am the only parent on the ballot in District 5 that has children in the school system. My son was just ranked the #1 freshman at Sebastian River High School, and I'm very proud of him. My daughter just won the state science fair for middle schoolers. I'm equally proud of her. Part of it's God-given, part of it's parent-driven. I think we need to elevate the academics in our classrooms, and not just that, but we need to instill in our children responsibility. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kimberly. Althea McKenzie is the write-in, and I feel we owe her an apology because we messed up on the names. That's why her name tag's a little bit different, but she is no less a candidate. Althea.
Good evening. I think it's very appropriate because they wrote my name in. Get used to that, and I appreciate that. It was good practice. My name is Althea McKenzie. I'm a parent of 3 children, one in college, Alyssa, who's here this evening, Aliana, who will be going to 2nd grade, and Alex, who's going to 4th. I became a candidate because I'm very involved with different community activities. I serve at the Beachland PTA as their community outreach coordinator. I've also taken a special interest in the area that I'll be working with, particularly in Gifford. I have a small nonprofit organization that advocates for low-income families, both in education, housing programs, and any type of economic challenges that they have. I decided to run to give an ordinary, sensible, and honest voice. I'm genuinely concerned with our children's future. My children will be graduating in 2020, and I would like to participate in their education, making sure that the educational services that we offer will make them globally competitive, introduce technology combined with traditional things that work for our students. I'd like to see more best practices across the board from school to school. Indian River County is an A school district, but there are some improvements that can be made. What works well at one school, I'd like to see it implemented at other schools, more principal communication, more communication with the superintendent and the schools, and just overall school improvement. I'm also concerned about the fiscal responsibilities that we have, especially with the state mandates, with the Race to the Top programs and all the initiatives that we need to have going forward. And how do we use our resources to do that?
Thank you, Althea. Jeff Pegler.
Good evening. I want to give you all a little bit of background about my political philosophy, since this is the Tea Party Forum, and how it's going to relate to me as a school board, a member of the school board. My name is Jeff Pegler, and I'm running for the school board because I know I can make a difference in the lives of our future leaders. I understand the Tea Party movement. As many of you know, I'm a registered Republican, but I used to be a Democrat. Over time, the Democratic Party left me, and I left the Democratic Party. Much like the Tea Party, I realized that our Democratic-controlled government was plucking away our liberties one at a time. With the birth of my son, who's now 1.5 years old, I realized my dedication to human life, and when I made a professional move from the public sector to the private sector, I realized how important it was to limit government regulation. I recently watched a YouTube video of Sam Donaldson interviewing President Reagan, And Donaldson asked Reagan if he was to blame for the recession back in the 1980s. And Ronald Reagan said, yes, I was, because I was a Democrat. I believe that our school system needs to return to its basics, its founding principles. Our kids are our future, and we absolutely must invest in their future. Competition works in the private sector, and I believe that it can work in our public school system as well.
Thank you, Jeff. Audra Rigby.
Thank you. I'd like to thank you, Toby, for inviting me, WTTB for also having us. My name is Audra Rigby, and I am running for School Board District 5. I'm born here, no one else can say that. Raised in the school district here, I'm a byproduct of you. I was in the band here. I'm a veteran of Desert Storm, Desert Shield. And I'm just a byproduct. No one else can say that, and I believe we need to bring discipline. We need to bring discipline back to the classroom. We need to use the Board of Education on the seat of